Today is June 6th. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, 81 degrees. Just kind of wanted to show these guys. There's a new, I'm kind of fascinated with this. Here's another leaf that's going to come out. The flowers. This middle doesn't look real great, but I do like that. The lantana. It's a little messy. Haven't done anything here yet. I think this next week it's supposed to cool off a little bit. We had temperatures in the hundreds, and once it cools off a little bit, it's supposed to go under 100 for several days. We trimmed some of these trees. I think it'll be much easier to get some stuff done in the yard once it cools off. These are still doing good, even though it is hot over here, and this wall gets really hot. And this guy has gotten some brown to it, which isn't a great thing. That's getting big and filling out. Some pomegranates appearing. I lost my coleus. The wind got it, so I've got some basil in here. This one's still doing well, which this one was less affected by is more affected by the wind, but it's still going strong. I think this one was just a weak stem. I deadheaded the canis here, and I trimmed back this petunia a little bit. Those are looking rough. I don't think that anything's liking the heat too well. I think this is only my second week of the transplant on that. I put a salvia back in that pot. And it's from the bridge here. And the pot was filled with roots, so I gotta redo the pot. I managed to get it out. It took me forever. It was entangled with the tree limbs or tree roots. So the thing you'll notice too is we've covered things up to kind of, anything against the wall has been so hot. I've just felt like it was the smart thing to do was to get them covered. I deadheaded these for the most part. And then I've got an agapanthus that's gonna bloom. So that's kind of exciting. I think there's some, there's some gladiolas that are gonna start coming out too. This I'm pleased with. It looks like all my transplants on the Mexican sunflowers have made it. And they look like they're even growing. So I need one more, and I've got one over there that's big that I'm going to probably put there, but I think I'm going to wait until it cools off a little bit. I poured water on this plant on a hot day, and the leaves just crisped up, so that's not good. This is not a pumpkin, that is a spaghetti squash in there, which I should have known better. But I just was so excited because the pumpkin was at the end there, so. Anyway, we've kind of made a tent for this thing just because it was starting to look very crispy. You can see I've got some cucumbers. But yeah, it's hot. It's really hot. I still don't think I've gotten any cucumbers off of this plant. But hopefully I will. And even these tomatillos are struggling. They're probably not getting enough water for how big they are. We water the garden according to a routine schedule, and as they get bigger, we have to change the watering times, and sometimes we don't get that done. I put up my decorative pieces on my trellis. There's some cowpeas that are doing pretty good in here. This little dude, since I transplanted him, is doing wonderful. That butternut squash is doing well. All of these beans are starting to grow. This is, in fact, it's that high already. That's pretty good. Peek in here at the peppers. This is a spaghetti squash, I believe. And it's now up. I really don't like that it's grown back behind there, but not much I can do about it now. My okra have gotten bigger. I still haven't moved that tomato plant. These little black-eyed Susan vines aren't doing real good because of the wind, but they're starting to shoot up. Oh, I've got tons of ants. I'm gonna see if they'll. I don't know if that'll work or not. Lots of ants. This is kabocha that I've kind of tied up. It's not looking all that great. Again, it's so hot and windy. I think that's a spaghetti squash too. So is that. That is a Mexican sunflower. And then I did move a marigold that was right there. These are Mexican sunflowers too. I had my squash come up. I mean my eggplant. I had two like really tiny eggplants. One there and one down here, and they're gone. My okra is growing. So I think what I'm gonna do is stick seeds everywhere that there's a place, and hopefully the okra will grow. It likes heat. Never complains. So I got a eggplant forming. My 4th of July tomatoes are coming along. The plants don't look real great, but, and then these estivas are big. So I didn't realize they were going to be such a big, and the fact that they're all like grouped together like that, it's really interesting. This guy keeps getting beat up by the wind. It's my lemon squash. This is where I took some of the basil over to the coleus, where the coleus was. So I've got all this basil coming up in here that I just threw out. And so I'm gonna start planting basil everywhere. Basil can handle our weather. This calendula's bit the dust, pretty much. There's some beans. There's lots of purple Russian tomatoes in here. It fruits really well. It's just not a pretty plant either. And I believe I have a aroma somewhere in here. Yeah. A few. Not a bunch. And then these are my cucamelons. And then an identified squash. So I've got a head of, or a red romaine there and a red romaine here, which I didn't think they'd grow in the heat, but it actually has looked pretty good. So I put up something for collecting some pests. Have a lot of flying things. And I think that's my garden diary. Oh, we have our coolers drain water. So we put some of the water up there where when the pipe was broken, or the sprinkler was broken, not the pipe. These at this end, these rosemary weren't getting as much water, so we watered those really heavily last week. That's my garden diary. Today is the 1st of June, and I got 2 tomatoes out of the garden that are 4th of July, and then I got 1 cucumber. It's a good size. So, and I got more on the way. I'm so pleased. That's it. Today is June 3rd, and this is what I got out of the garden. I really only went out to pick the cucumber, but then I found a couple of tomatoes. And this little guy is a lemon squash, and typically I wouldn't pick it at this size, but it was hanging on the ground. It was in the dirt, basically, at the very bottom of the plant, so I thought I would take it off. It's supposed to get up to 108 today. Whew. Today is Saturday, June 5th, and I got about 7 tomatoes. These are the 4th of July tomatoes, and 1 zucchini.